Hi again. I just thought I'd do another video 2 years on from the purchase of the KTM. My first video was my first impressions of it, what I thought. Now I've lived with it for 2 years. I've not done massive mileage on it because I do use it as a second bike. I've done just under 2,000 miles on the bike. 2 years old. I've had it through North Wales. I took it on the Sweet Lamb KTM Adventure off-road. It performed very, very well. For me, I'm 16 stone and 6'2". I did the razors on the bike. That made a big difference. So there's that 30mm razors. Another couple of bits that I put on the bike was the crash bars, which I don't want to damage my bike if I drop it, and I am going to drop it. I put the guard on from Givi, which worked very, very well. A couple of auxiliary lights, and pretty much, apart from a cool seat and the tank bags, that was it. I did get some Oxford Panniers, but they was too bulky. There was the strap-on ones. There was enough room in them, but to be honest with you, I found it difficult because they don't compact. So I've actually been out and bought some Bah-Tecs foldable, which I bought from a company in Germany. They was originally £160, but with that there's duty, and then they dropped the price 20% off, and I got them for 128, so there's no duty to pay on them. The nice thing about these, they are fully waterproof. They're solid on the back, but they do compact when you're not using them, unlike the ones that I had. So I'm looking forward to fitting those. The kit came from Motea, M-O-T-E-A, in Germany. First class service, really good prices, very, very well engineered bits of equipment. All the instructions are there. I say it looks pretty sturdy. I've seen a couple of reviews on these, and I thought they'll do for me. The good thing is, because there's such a sturdy material, if I do drop the bike, this is also going to protect it as well. So I'll be fitting those later, and I will show you what they look like. 2,000 miles in, I've got to say I'm still very, very impressed with the KTM. I have been touring on it. I've been all over Wales on it. Did the KTM Adventure, fantastic. Took it through some really gnarly stuff, some single track, some off-road, some loose gravel. It coped really, really well. Pulls very well. It's so nice on the motorway where you're not feeling it's underpowered at all, and it's got enough torque on the low ground stuff. The thing that I like about it the best is the fact that it's lightweight. It's really light. If you drop it, you can pick it up. You feel super confident on the bike. As I say, I've had Tigers 955s and Tiger 800s, and even though the 800 is supposed to be a middleweight bike, it's still a heavy, tall bike to push around. And if you drop it, it's a two-man to pick it up, unless you know what you're doing. I find this bike breeds confidence, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. We even did a trip from Scarborough to Blackpool with Nathan Millward on one of his garbage runs, and we went through some pretty gnarly stuff on there, and the weather was awful, and it coped really, really well, going over the moors, going down some single tracks. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll say the bike for me, it's still a winner. I'm not looking at changing it. I've heard there's a new 490 which is coming out. I need to be pretty impressive for me to get rid of this for that, but again, if that does come out, I will have a look at it. I'll show you some bits on the bike that I've done, and then I'll recap later, and I will show you the Bah-Tecs. Catch you in a bit. Here's a KTM 390 Adventure. As I say, a couple of things that I've done on there recently. The first thing is the bar razors. Absolutely great thing that I did on there. They're 30mm. They work really well. They just bring it up high enough in order for me to stand on the bike comfortably. I put a screen extender. They're pretty cheap and easy to fit. On the website, I think it was about 20 quid, but you can angle them to keep the wind off you. Foam mount, which is the X grip. I find that great as well. I also changed the auxiliary lights. I put more sturdy ones on there, again off eBay. Crash bars, which is important. I don't want to damage my bike if I drop it. Again, the usual things, a heated vest and grips, and the optimizer. On the back, I went with the Givi rack. Really, really good quality. And again, I can attach my tail sack on there and my extra fuel. And then the Oxford tank bag on the front. I also splashed out, even though I didn't need to, on an aftermarket aftercan. Next, I'm going to be putting this Bah-Tecs hard rail panniers with soft bags. These bags are soft and foldable, so they're quite compact when you've got nothing in them, so you don't have to keep taking them off and storing them. They're waterproof and roll tap. The construction looks pretty good quality, so I'm very, very impressed with that. And I'll get those on and I'll show you how it goes. So there we go. That's the Bah-Tecs frames on, loosely fitted. It wasn't the easiest of jobs, to be fair. Basic tools required, but they're all finger tight, now ready to be tightened up. They fit well with the handles and the jivvy rack. This is like they was made, so it's been well engineered, well thought. On the other hand, following the directions, that was it. So not for a novice, I would say, or unless you've got a little patience. It's took me about 2.5 hours really. If the instructions would have been better, I'd have probably got that done in under an hour. But yeah, looking very good. The Bah-Tecs will secure now on there and fold away when not being used, but as you can see now, the width, they're very, very slim, and that's just what I wanted. So I don't have to keep taking them off and putting them back on. And again, they're solid, or they will be when they're bolted up, so if it does have a tumble, that's all the back's protected, the handlebars will be protected, the lights will be protected, and again, with the rest of the kit, that should do just great. Hi, it's Mike. Is it? Yeah, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Edit this one, if you will. Don't forget, if you like what you see and you want me to do some more of these, please press like and subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Bye.